We're back with Bobby and JJ Radio. If you just are joining us, we spoke with Ronnie Evans earlier in the show. He's the owner, president, CEO of Builder Security Group, and he gave away a 10% A&V sales for anything that anyone that's looking to get an AV package. He gave away 10% of any kind of package, and you can go and listen to our radio show at bobbyandjjradio.com on SoundCloud. You can find us on Facebook or YouTube. Our next guest is Kenneth White. Kenneth has been in home security for about 15 years. He's been the salesperson of the month too many times to count. We asked how many, and he said he has no idea. That's how many times. Branch manager of the month, again, too many times to count. He just keeps on winning it. He has one of the largest operations with 7 installers, 4 administrators, and 20 sales rep here in the area. He has a telemarketing department. He averages 7 to 10 installs a day. Mr. Kenneth, how are you, dude? How are you doing?
Great. Glad to be on the show.
So 15 years in this business, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right, so you're definitely the expert here. So let's talk about why alarm systems are so important.
Alarm systems are very important to the home, especially nowadays in the generation we live in. You just don't know. I look at home security like car insurance or life insurance. You just never know when you're going to need it.
Sure.
We hope you don't need it,
right,
but it's like just in case it was there for you. Because you never know when a house fire may break out, you need a medical emergency, or someone is really trying to break into your home.
Right.
So we just try to offer that peace of mind.
So Bobby's got a lot of guns. I don't think he thinks he needs.
I don't need it.
He says
I'm just going to shoot it out.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
But you made a good point.
You do have to have guns nowadays, and I'm a gun advocate. I believe you should protect your home, protect your family. But there are times where you sitting here at this radio station, but you're not at home right now. Now, unless you got one of those new guns that while you're here at the radio station, it walks around the house for you, it pulls the trigger for you, and it shoots the intruder for you. Now, if you do have one of those, I'd like to purchase one of those and start selling those instead of home security. But if you don't, while you're here at this radio station, that's where we come in to make sure when you do come home, your gun is still there.
So you said if there's a fire or medical emergency, I thought it was just for if somebody breaks into your house. So
no, sir. That's a misconception of home security. People just think it's for break-in. But God forbid, people don't think about house fires. House fires happen every 7 seconds here in America, and seconds count when it comes to house fires. The number one person that dies in a house fire, believe it or not, is the father. The reason why the father, because people are panicking. Everybody's jumping, trying to get out of the house. One kid went out one window. One kid went out another window. The wife is screaming. And then that little child somewhere upstairs in the bedroom, and they go to their panic place, which is a closet underneath the bed. The father's, he's running back in the house trying to find the child, but he's not realizing he's inhaling carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide collapses the lung, which causes the father to faint or pass out. So with a monitor system, you got instant access to the fire department to get out there. And we also recommend that families, if you don't get a home security system, just practice a fire retreat plan with your family and do it today.
Sure. So talk about medical emergency.
Medical emergency.
You
sitting around, it's Thanksgiving coming up. You got a lot of people over at your house and someone's sitting over in the corner. Next thing you know, their face is turning blue. Everybody's panicking. What is going on? That wishbone just got lodged in their throat.
Sure.
What are you going to do? Everybody's panicking. Call the ambulance, call the ambulance. Somebody fainted, somebody passed out, somebody had a heart attack. What are you going to do? Okay, just go over to that ADT keypad, hit that medical button, boom. We're sending the ambulance right away. You don't have to pick up your phone, try to dial 911 and go through the 911 questionnaire of what's going on, who's there, how did it happen, what's your address. You don't have to do that. With a monitor system, we do all that work for you.
And that's when seconds really do count, I'm sure, actually, right?
Yes,
when it's in that kind of a
seconds do count.
And so if everyone's just tuning in, we're speaking with Kenneth White, and he's freaking me. I'm just kidding. He's freaking me out with all the different things.
I need one.
I know. I think I need one now. But he's a sales manager of K&G Securelink Group. So, Ken, I don't think I ever needed a security system because I always have dogs in my home.
That's great. And most people do have dogs, and we know people love their dogs. Some people love their dogs more than they love their own family member.
Oh, that's me.
Because when you come home, a lot of times it's your dog that's jumping up in your lap, licking you. Your kids and your wife, they're not doing it. They say, hey, how was your day? But that dog, he's all over you. And so people love their pets.
Sure.
And so God forbid you at work or you out of town and something's going on at your house. Someone breaks into your home, assaults your dog, kills your dog, or a fire breaks out and your dog is sitting in that house and carbon monoxide and smoke and your dog is inhaling that. He's barking. He's a pit bull. He's a Rottweiler. but he has no defense against a fire or smoke. So when you want to come home and if that's happening, the alarm is going off, they're calling the fire department for you, and we're able to say, hey, that house has a pet. Make sure you get that pet out of that house.
That's awesome.
So you come home and your pet is still alive.
I do like that. And if I have an existing, let's say I already had a security system, what can ADT do?
Well, if you have an existing security system, we could come in and do a free inspection to see if it's something that's compatible.
Sure.
If not, we can upgrade it at no charge, give you the new state-of-the-art, the touch screen, the keypad with the home automation now where you can control it from your smartphone or iPhone, anything like that. And that's no charge. We'll do free upgrades, free installation. And it's no charge for us to come out and talk to you and your family about upgrading your system or activating what you already have.
So do people normally buy these systems, or do you lease them? Do they lease them from your company?
Basically, you pretty much own the system. What we'll do, we'll come out, if you're a homeowner, we'll come out and install a system at no charge for you, no charge for installation or promotion that we're running right now. And the system is yours. Only thing, ADT, we just ask you to just keep it monitored by us, and we'll take care of the warranty, the maintenance, and we'll put in quality equipment in your home.
Let's talk about that equipment. What kind of stuff are
we
you
use the Honeywell equipment. The reason why we chose Honeywell, it's a lot of different companies out there that got different equipment labels out there. But ADT, we're the #1 security company in the country. Everything has to go through their inspection department. We've tested all the other products out there, and we decided that the Honeywell was the best one to operate with less maintenance and less failures with it. So that's why we chose them.
And what kind of, is it the color touchscreen that y'all are using?
We have the touch screen. We also have the one where the non-touch screen. Some people want the touch screen. Some people don't. Some people into the technology and the savvy stuff. Some people just want to keep it simple. Just give me a hamburger, fry, and a Coke. We got that. But if you want the bells and whistles, we got that too.
I got you.
What about people that are moving? If I have an existing service with you guys, I got a keypad with you guys, and I'm moving, do you come move into another house? Does it stay there? Do you put another system? How does this work?
That's a great question. If you're an existing customer with us, basically what we'll do, we do have what we call a free move program. So if you're already with us, we'll leave that equipment in that old home, and we'll follow you to your new location and come install a new system at no charge.
So if they're going to a different place, they can have the stuff that they have existing right now?
Yes, sir. You can be living in San Antonio, and next thing you know, you say, I'm moving to Dallas. We'll follow you to Dallas. I'm moving to Seattle. We can follow you to Seattle. I'm moving to New York. ADT is a nationwide company.
So
and Kenneth personally is going to come and do it for me.
Yeah,
right?
Kenneth's going to do it.
Not me personally, but we will make sure the process is handled accordingly through our connections with ADT.
Well, how true is this? I've heard that if you have an alarm system and all these automated things, that you get an insurance break.
Yes. Most insurance companies give you anywhere from 10 to 20% off your homeowner's insurance. And the reason why they do that, because they kind of look at you as less of a liability.
Sure.
So like if someone's canvassing your particular neighborhood that day and they see that ADT sign in your front yard, they may have a tendency to say, I don't want to bother that house. Let's go to the next door house.
Right. Let's talk a little bit more about having guns. I know my boy here has got a lot of guns. And that's kind of more in jeopardy than anything else in his house, right?
Yes, the #1 thing, believe it or not, in a break-in, people are looking for 3 things: guns, jewelry, and cash. The reason why they're looking for guns, jewelry, and cash is something that they can put in their pocket real quick, get in the door, get out. The first place they always go is the master bedroom. Why the master bedroom? Because several things take place. They want to make sure no one's home, no one's in the bed sleep, and they want to look for your gun. Most criminals nowadays, they can't just walk into Walmart and buy a new gun if you have some type of thing on your criminal record. So where can you easily go get a gun? Hey, let's go break into someone's home, steal their gun. They take your gun, then go rob a local store.
Sure.
Now your gun is traced back to a crime scene. You don't want that to happen. So that's where we come in, to make sure your gun is still there when you come home, that you a licensed gun holder and you're due diligence of this country, and not some criminal got your gun out on the street.
So criminals are not after my VCR player. Is that what you're telling me?
No, they're not after
Okay.
your VCR players. The #1 intrusion, believe it or not, are from the age of 16 years old to 22.
So they don't even know what a VCR is then at that point, right?
No, sir.
So we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come right back with Kenneth White. He's going to let us know how he can give you a $99 installation fee waived. This is Bobby and JG Radio. You can look us up at our SoundCloud, our YouTube, our Facebook. We'll be right back. Do not touch that dial.